Hi there, is your girl Adesiva. I don't have to make a video on how to fix zipper again, just to make this video and the whole thing faster. So the measurements of the piece I'll be using is 15 inches by 12 inches main body, and I cut two the same size, 15 inches by 12 inches, and I fixed the zipper already. So I'm just going to show you how I come out with this purse design. So I have a handle of 14 inches long, but lastly I used 10 inches long handle. You can make your own 14 inches long. If you want a very long handle, you can leave it at 14 inches long. So you place it together like this. Make sure you get the midpoint. So you're going to sew something like a U shape, or you like call it a U shape, or like a square, but you're not going to sew the upper parts. So, and make sure when you are coming down, you stop at the middle of the two, so you can even cut the midpoint. So before sewing, you take in 2 inches, you place the two right side together, the wrong side facing down and the second one wrong side facing up. So the right side will be facing each other. Place them exactly equal on each other. Then you take 2 inches measurements. So just watch how I'm going to sew this. I'm going to show this video in detail because I know it's a bit technical. Just watch how I'm going to make this. So remember to take your 2 inches in before bringing it. So I'm going to go over that again because I just want it to go straight. I don't want to be cutting thread over and over and over. So I'm going to take that over again. Now I'm here. Make sure you stop at the midpoint or before the midpoint to get a nice outcome. You can even notch your midpoint so that you'll be guided. You can stop ½ inch before the midpoint. So now you're going to take 2 inches inwardly from there again so that you know where to start taking it up. So you see I give it a mark. That's where my 2 inches is. So I'm going to stop there and make a turn, start taking it upward again. So by the time I'm very close to the zipper side, I'm going to put my handle. So this is how you're going to place it. You know, normally if you're making a single purse, you're going to place the folded side inside the place you'll be sewing, but this one is a double pocket purse. So this double pocket purse, you're going to be placing it just exactly the way I place mine, but place it to the upper part close to the zipper. Why you should do this is because you wouldn't want your purse not to be balanced when you have it filled. So it's better it should be very close to the zipper. And when you're fixing it, after fixing it rather, make sure your zipper is running towards where your handle is. This is to keep whatever you're having in there safe, maybe when you are mistakenly going to have your zipper worn out suddenly. So that's why I choose to do that. Though it's optional, it's up to you, but I think it's better if you can adapt to that. Make sure your zipper is running towards you. So you see that space, that joining is going to give you a kind of pocket, but I advise don't put your valuable things there so that it doesn't fall off without knowing, because it doesn't have a zipper. That there's a space there that will form like a pocket. So the next thing I'm going to do now is to fix my zip teeth. As we already know how to fix zip teeth, I'm going to do that off camera and come back to you. So I've fixed the zip teeth. So the next thing we are going to do now is to cover up the sides, the size or the seam, whichever you choose to call it. But before we do that, we're going to turn it inside out. You know, we have to sew it inside. How do we do that? We'll take it one after the other. So this is one of the purse. We're going to put everything in, turn it to the wrong side. Sorry, my zipper was opening here, but nevertheless I'm still going to do it right. So if you don't want yours to open, you can choose to lock the ends with pin so that it doesn't open. So I'm just going to piece in every other thing inside so that I don't sew what I'm not supposed to sew. So the only thing I'll be dealing with is this particular pocket. So after sewing this end, I'll sew the other end as well, and I'm going to bring it out through the hole. So I'm just going to sew this side down and move to the other side, and make sure you double stitch when you are sewing the zipper side. I'll move to the other side and sew it as well. So you turn the inside out. You have one left to do. You're just going to repeat the same thing. So I'm still going to show how I did the second one in case you didn't get the first one very well when I was doing it. Pay attention to this. You see how I did the second one. I was really careful doing the second one because I didn't want the zipper to open. Though it doesn't have any effect, but I didn't want the zipper to open. So you see how carefully I did it. So I'm also going to join the second one. So I want you to also practice your own. You can use leather, you can use fabric, you can use used gele, you can even use waist sack bag just to practice, and you can make yours like 3 zipper, 4 zipper, depending on how you want it. And you will agree with me that this is a very beautiful purse. After making it, when you see it, you will like it. You can make it smaller, you can make it bigger, you can even use it to make like, you can use it to make handbag or cross bag, whichever. So you see the outcome. Even my toddler like it. So please practice your own.